Okay, this is our little next YouTube video. It's late at night and I'm putting in overtime. Hope you guys enjoyed. Been using the M12 system for way over 3 years. Almost 3.5 years. No joke. Some of you guys have seen one or two of my videos. One from 2017 and one from 16, excuse me. I have to check that. May 2015 or 16 and May 2017. In that video I discussed switching to the M12 system, which was this guy here, that guy there, and some of the differences between the drills and why I was switching. And I have to say, 3 and almost half years later, I have had no issues except with this one here, which is I discussed in the 2017 video, where 2 of them went out on me almost a year and 1 day later. Something on the circuitry. First the variable speed went out, and then the trigger went out, so I couldn't even put it on. I had to hot wire it. So put it on and off, I had to do it with the battery. This is the third one so far. I've had it since late February, about 6 months now, close to that. And so far no issues. I haven't had a year yet, so I'm not sure. This one is not a fuel. In both those videos I recommended the fuel with the brushless motor. If you're going to get an M12 system and it's not a fuel, it's not going to hold up to what my description I'm giving you today. Very important key, okay? Alright, this is the Dremel Tool. Very nice, very versatile. I have 5 different batteries here, and they all, well, none of them are the 1.5 amp hour batteries. All of them are 3.0 amp hour batteries or 4.0 amp hour batteries. I lost one on the job doing something, fell on the wall, closed up the drywall and blew it. Another one, I had an issue with this tool here. This is the M12 Gen 1. I don't think they have a Gen 2 out yet because this is that good. It's over 3 years old, I believe. I got it wet. I got it soaking wet, actually. And while I was doing the job, and the tool wouldn't go on. The red link kept flashing. I waited till the next day, and the tool had trouble going on. It winds up, I killed the battery, not the tool. Somehow I short-circuited the battery, so that was real nice. Very lucky. The tool is over 2 times more expensive than the battery. I described this one as beating the crap out of it, lending it to other people, other than them beating the crap out of it, and it's still going strong. A little gypsum we get in here from drywall, have to oil it once in a while, and that's about it. Still kicking strong. I have a feeling this is going to go another 3 more years before I kill it, or somebody else kills it on me. 0 issues on the M12 fuel. Right there, baby, it says fuel, okay? Gotta realize that. Make sure it says fuel on it. The brush, just you're paying more for it. Do you have to buy batteries and the charger at first? You might get a drill driver impact set and then add on bare tools, which is how I started, which is how most people start. Okay, so things to note, okay? It says fuel on there. So, yep, should be that way, fuel. Okay, that's their Hacksaw. Great deal, okay? This is another fuel I had for over 3.5 years. I don't use it very much. This is the M12 Fuel. This is a hammer drill. Has a drill, a hammer, and a drive. Very, very nice. Has a 3/8 chuck, so you can use a 3/8 bit. I mostly use it for 1/4-inch anchors in mortar, where I got to anchor fencing posts like 4x4s to it, or I can use 3/8, put a metal anchor in there into the mortar and then anchor my lag bolts, whatever. This is what I use it for, and so far 0 issues. Another thing I wind up using it for, since I was using this one here, this impact wrench, this Gen 1, still haven't killed that one yet either. And this is the one I use the most every day. This one and the Hacksaw, almost every day, at least a little bit every day. I use it because it's quieter than the impact indoors, so it runs double duty at times. When I'm not using this for exterior masonry or something like that, I can use it because it's quieter than the impact indoors. I also got a solution for that, and I want to get into that with you guys. Okay, very good with this tool so far. Has a real Jacobs chuck. Very, very happy with this. I don't think this one is actually, this one should be 1/2 inch. I apologize. If you guys look it up, this one says fuel on the back right there. If you guys look it up, this should be 1/2-inch chuck, Jacobs chuck on here. This was one of the few that actually had a 1/2-inch Jacobs chuck, a real metal Jacobs chuck, 3 years ago. I'm not sure. I know there's a lot of M12 systems out there today, but I'm not sure in those days who had one. I think this is the only one originally, and it's still running strong. So I don't use it as much, but it's there. It's a backup. It works great. Okay. Just to give you an idea, in the 3.5 years of what I've been doing with some of these tools, this saved my behind. A right angle drill is not a fuel. I was doing some I was putting a hitch on my car, and I couldn't fit it in right and everything, and I had to get something to drill in tight spaces, and this one did the trick. It is slower. The chuck feels great. You can tighten and loosen it by hand or with the motor. You do have variable speed with the trigger, and you got to fold it in the back, and it works good. It feels like an old school drill. Oh, you have a variable speed over here also. It might not be with the trigger, might be with the speed right there. Okay, and all these tools I'm showing you, they have a red link system where they help protect the tool. So another thing to consider, okay? But this one did save my behind. There's so many different variations, so many different things that you can get that might suit you, like an air inflator, different style lighting, other different tools, the M12 system that you can get that will work just fine. Again, I only killed the battery because I soaked my hacksaw in a plumbing job, but otherwise the batteries are still running fine. I have 5 different batteries here. If you notice, none of them are the 1.5 amp hour battery. I suggest the 3.0 and higher. Okay, you can still actually get 3.0 batteries. Just give me a second, I apologize. This is a brand new 3.0 amp hour battery that came in the mail from eBay, $65 for 2 of them. Delivered to me. And where's another one at here? Here's the second one. From eBay. I got just maybe 2 weeks ago, a week ago, because I knew I was going to expand my line with the following tool I'm going to show you in the end, and a little tiny test because it's late at night and I am doing overtime for you guys, okay? But these two work just as nice. You don't have to have 4.0 amp batteries. They do make a new 6.0 amp hour battery if you want to go that route. I do not suggest the 1.5 amp hour, unless you're a homeowner, you're good. If you're doing work like me every day, okay, way to go. Going to use those two since those two are freshly charged. I put 1 dot on there, 2 dots on there, and they're white. On my older batteries, I got red dots on there. You guys can see that, 1, 2, 3, whatever. Okay, this tool, the original Impact, only has 2 speeds. This one here should have 3 speeds and a special speed for self-tap drills, which they told me in the old days originally when I first started. Don't call them self-tap, it's self-drilling, whatever, who cares. Now they call it self-tap, okay? Most of that, it doesn't mean much, isn't important. We know what we were talking about, so it's fine. Okay, great, light. This one feels heavier. We'll get to that in a second. We'll take it out, we'll weigh it on a G scale, okay? See what we're looking at in weight, and then we'll do a little test and we'll end the video. Rover light, 1000 lumens, but only flood. Okay, no beam, no focus beam. At the time, there wasn't much I could do, and I didn't want to carry this weight. There are so many other solutions out here with the M12 system, so I'm just trying to give you a small idea why you guys are here. Okay, move this out of the way for now. Again, everybody borrows this tool. Everybody beats the crap out of it. I beat the crap out of it. We just throw it in the back of the vehicle, truck, and that's why it looks like that. So it's not pretty, not anymore, kind of like me. But still hold up. No issues, no complaints. Yeah, I'm using a DeWalt bit on it, okay? So you guys don't get upset at me. DeWalt makes great stuff. Makita. I'm not so sure with Bosch anymore. Some of the rigid stuff. Even some of the Ryobi stuff might hold up for you guys. So, but you should do some research. And brushless motors is the way to go if you can afford it. If you're using your tools like me every day. If you're a homeowner, you can probably get away with less. If not, this is the way you're going to want to go. Brushless motors, okay? Okay. Since we talked about lighting, I did have a video on this from 2017 with some of the Milwaukee tools and some of the discussions I just made previously. So we're just reiterating from years ago. Two more lights for you guys to look at. This is their zoom. Do I have the number on here? It looks like 210-20. I think on the packaging it said 21, but that's what it says on the light. 700 lumens, a flood and a focus. Nice. I believe this is 500 lumens. I put the yellow tape on there so I can find them. I'm always marking my tools. This one is rather expensive. I believe $69. No joke. Or more. Comes with the battery. Charges itself. The head I think is aluminum. She gets hot. The head has a flood and a zoom. Nice on here. Beam. Okay, it doesn't focus like this one. Okay, but it does have a flood and it does have a focus beam. So very nice, and the head does get warm on here. You'll notice it's untouched immediately. Okay, after, especially if you have it on high 500 lumens, you'll notice it. Okay, something to consider on this one. I really like it. The magnet it holds on better than any other magnet I've had on the light before. Battery life isn't the best, so I bought this because they want it for the battery and for a separate charger from Milwaukee. They wanted 40 bucks. I bought this with the battery for 40 bucks. This is my backup. Always having a backup with lighting is a good thing. I just previously did for 2019 a Father's Day video about lighting for your father. If you didn't know what to get them, because having a light in the car, in the house, with all these things going on, with natural disasters, power going out, additional lighting is a good idea. And if you tie it into a system like this and you have lighting that works with the M12 system, or at least a backup light, something like this, you're gonna work good for you. Okay, now that we're done with that, let's open the box. I want to move my camera, make sure everything is focused correctly, so I got to get over there for a second just so you guys can read the box carefully. Okay, I am running on a tripod, so I'm going to move the tripod just a little bit here. There we go. That should be a little bit better, so we can focus it on the box, see what's inside. Okay, a lot of different things on here. Surge, 1/4 inch hydraulic driver, 25551-20, 2 only. I remember previously I used to say bare 2. This one says battery and charger not included. She's got some weight to her, so we're going to measure this one and the other one. Let's see what I have here to open this. It's got a piece of tape over here on top, so we got to open it with the tape. This came from Acme Tool. When I tried to order from Milwaukee, there was only 1 or 2 that said that they would have it. If you pre-order it, they didn't say to specify the date. One of them said early this month. The other one said middle of the month. No guarantees. Okay, we got some paperwork here. Like most men, we ain't gonna read that. But we'll get into that later on. There are some information online about this tool being spec'd out extremely similar to the M18. Okay, the M18 has been out some time now, at least over a year that I know about. There's a lot of stuff to read here. I'll just put the box there to give you guys an idea what you're looking at. That's that side. That's that side, so you guys can read that. It's late, I'm doing overtime, apologize. And bottom there. Okay, so you got some of that information, okay? Okay. First time I'm taking the tool out of the looks like the version 1 Gen 1. Nice grip, nice fit. A little stubby here on the distance. Very nice setup. Still only 1 light, not like some of the new ones where they have 2 or 3 lights here and the ring lights up one with the other. So, but I'm still happy with it. Still works. I'm still happy with the light. Doesn't have to have everything everybody else have. A couple nice bumpers on each side here. This is all coated. Some rubberized material here. Let's see if my initial is on. Yes, grams, ounces. Okay. So I'm here in the US. I can do grams for you in a minute. Okay. Take this chuck out of here. Okay, this one here says 29.98 ounces. Reading it upside down, excuse me. Maybe I'm wrong about the weight. 32.52 ounces. I was correct. 3.5 ounces, 2.5 ounces heavier. You guys got the numbers there, okay? So it is a little bit heavier. I felt it in the box. It felt heavier. Again, this battery is fully charged. This one is also fully charged. Okay, so let's do them side by side. Okay, this one went on 3 right away. This one is on 2. You can see the size difference. It's actually stubbier, this one, than this one here. This has hydraulic in it, so it's supposed to have a more sustained impact mechanism and 50% quieter according to the box. Hopefully you guys read that. I'm not sure about that. I have a iPhone with me. Maybe I can test some of that before the video ends, okay? Okay. They look and feel the same. The grip is a little smoother on the new version. It's not as profound on the back. On Gen 1 to Gen, this would probably be considered Gen 2, Gen 2.5, since Gen 2 Impact came out, and this is on a league of its own. Unless you're talking about the M18 also. I can turn this guy off. Okay, I'm gonna pause the video, set up the camera so we could do at least low-key speed test and hopefully a noise test. Okay, so give me a minute while I shut off the camera and I move things around. Thank you. Okay, you guys, this is part 2, or the beginning of part 2 of our next little YouTube video. This is the brand new M12 Milwaukee Surge Impact, 1/4 inch impact. This is version 1. Milwaukee M12 1/4 inch impact. These are both fuel. Hoping you guys get that. A little different. And we want to talk about the size a little bit. I tried to get this in version 1. I didn't quite get it right. I want to give you a better illustration as I go along in part 2 for size. Okay, you can obviously see version 1 is longer. They do have a version 2 of this. I don't know the specs. Over 3 years old, and probably lasts another 3+ years easily. Use it almost every day. Service manager, building superintendent. Up north they call me super. And I've tried a lot of different tools, and these work really, really good. Another contractor where I have to do certain things, production line where I would need an M18 setup. I've been very, very happy. Here you're going to see we have different speeds. Okay, I have manual focus, so I can't zoom it in and out properly, so that's why I have it like this. So I apologize. You got 2 speeds on this one. You got 3 speeds plus the additional setting for self-tapping screws. Okay, the old days they used to tell me you have to call them self-drilling. I'm like, whatever. Everybody understands. Everybody gets it. Even now they call them self-tapping screws, so not a big deal. It goes a little bit different on the grip. Just give me a second. Got to use a little bit more tamed down on this one. Not a lot, but a hair bulkier here on this one and this one. Maybe similar size, but definitely tapered less. Not as obvious taper. So it feels slightly different. Okay. Weight. I measured the weight on these. I don't have my G scale with me. I think I put it in version 1. That this one is slightly heavier. Okay. Remember I put that in version 1. Now I have to pause the video because I'm going to do a little bit of drilling for speed, version 1 against the Surge, and a little bit of noise test. Alright, so just give me a moment while I pause the video and set everything up again. Okay, part 2, real quick. Quick and dirty, sorry guys, I tried to do it before and I forgot to press the record button. 3-inch screws. Okay, we'll do the Gen 1 Impact. First is my timer there, and I'll try to do the best I can for you. Okay, just give me a second here. Okay, I got 3 minutes, 0.26, 3 seconds, 0.26, sorry. First time I did, I got 3.30. So I'm in the neighborhood so far, okay? Try to reset that again. Try to do the next one. Okay, that should do it. Get that on there. Oh, wrong tool. Okay. Surge, brand new. Speed 3. Do have a speed 2, speed 1. Okay. 2.59. I know this is quick and dirty, and I'm kind of surprised the Surge beat the Impact, but that's 3 years old, so maybe I shouldn't be surprised. And probably that's definitely have some wear. Almost 3.5 years old. That Gen 1 is still holding up very good. As much as I've used it almost on a daily basis, other people have used it, things we've done with it, that is not bad. We're gonna have to put a couple more screws in here because we got to go for, what is that, sound. And I'm gonna see if I can do one lag bolt here also. Have a lot going on here with all these screws and overtime stuff like that. So give me a second. Where's that audio thing at? Is that it right there? That's the speed test. And of course I can't find it when I need it. So give me a second. I'll pause the video, see if I can find it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Final conclusion to this video. I am having a hard time here trying to get this final part, but I wanted to show you that I am really trying for you guys, including lag bolt over here without pre-drilling. 3/16 6-inch. She went through. Struggled a little bit. Went through with the Impact. Gen 1. I might have had a problem with 50% of these going through a 4x4. This is just 2x3s put together to give you a 4x4 experience. Okay, not pressure treated, but she went through twice, right here and right here, and came out very hot to touch. So I couldn't handle it very good, so I take it out, and had trouble remembering to put on the video to do the test. And this is the sound test, so I want to do the sound test. Okay, so I think I'm in the frame. Just have to move things over a little bit, and we'll start trying to finish the sound test. Where's the other? Okay, it's over there, so I shouldn't have a problem finishing the sound test over there. Okay, you got the Surge right here, and you got Gen 1. Okay, let's see, we'll get that to go back on. Okay, so we can read that. Okay, we're gonna go with the Gen 1 first. Okay. You ready? I couldn't see, about 102. Alright, now we're gonna go with the Surge. Okay, there's 3-inch, nothing's pre-drilled. Surge. Uh, 97, 98. Definitely had lower tries. I'm gonna try one more time with the Surge, and I buried that sucker because she's pretty fast. I'm trying to look at the screen, not look at what I'm doing. Alright, about 96 again, buried that sucker. Back to the Gen 1. And in the different part of this video, I was kind of surprised that the Surge was a little faster than Gen 1. Okay, here we go. 101. Okay, so difference is not showing up a lot here. If the cell phone was closer, I wasn't getting an accurate reading. And when I did it previously, I actually got a 9-point reading difference, which they say is 50% between 95 and 85 or so. So the difference here is less, but to my ear I can obviously tell this is the Surge, excuse me, is definitely quieter, about 40 to 50% quieter, depending upon the situation. And there is a time the Surge can be louder. When I was putting in the lag bolt, yeah, it was louder. People have said that if you use a hydraulic tool to its max, hydraulic impact like this, similar 1/4 inch, it can actually be louder if you push it to its max. So it's probably not recommended indoors. Outdoors is fine, where you wouldn't have that problem. Honestly, if you're using something like this, you should be pre-drilled on the M12 system anyway, or any other 12-volt system. No matter if it's 4 amp hour battery, 6 amp hour battery, whatever it is. No matter who they are, Rigid, whoever they are. Bosch, Makita, whoever they might be, okay? On the M12 system, this is a hair over the top. It can be done. I've done it on this, and yes, it can be done, but it's not recommended. I would say pre-drill it. Even a lot of tests you see on YouTube, they pre-drill it so they can try to give you a more accurate reading. Indoors, and maybe some of the sound is bouncing. So, as a normal chit-chat, you can see the volume on the phone, what's going on. As I want to conclude the video, I want to say this is the best system I've ever used. I've used a lot of systems for over the past 25 years, starting with the Walt over 20 years ago. And for the size, for the strength, for the speed, the quality, I can get 3.5 years using this Gen 1 M12 Fuel 1/4 inch impact wrench. 3.5 years. And she's going to go another 3.5 years. And not only did I use it, people ask me, can I borrow you too? Yeah, go ahead, go for it. On the job. And we go for it. I wouldn't say this is the production line tool where you're using every day, more than several hours a day. This is not quite intended for that, but as a homeowner, a hobbyist, a handyman, perfect. This is something you'll be looking at. I have to swear by this setup and say you will not have an issue as long as you go with the fuel system with the brushless motor. I don't think they make a better system on the market. I think this is the one system that all others compare to. Okay, as I pause the video, I'm very happy, very proud to be a Milwaukee M12 system owner from over 3.5 years ago. Started putting up my videos May 2016. Put up another one May 2017. And this is not my final one. This is August 2019. So we got a ways to go. This is a system to enjoy, and this is the one I swear by. You guys will not be disappointed. Bye.